Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel and welcome to the leftovers kit share of 49 and Market's Rust and Revs that we have been using all week for our Kit Conspiracy challenge that MK and I run every November and April. If you're not sure what that is and you're just tuning in, we use the same kit, identical kits, each of us, for a week throughout the month, and then the next week we switch kits. We do that for the entire month of November and April. And this past week we've been using the 49 and Market Rust and Revs. And I'm about to show you what I have left over, which is quite a bit. I did use quite a bit, but this was a bit of a big kit. And so I do have a lot left over. Definitely just going to say that right off the bat. So, and I actually have a couple photos in here that I was going to do a layout for, and I ran out of time. I think I did 5 layouts with this kit in the week, and I have 2 more photos that are going to go on a page using this kit. I just haven't gotten to it yet. So I might have to do that later in the year. I don't know. We'll see what I get around to, because right after November we go straight into doing Wood Grain and Winter, which is our winter series that we host, where we use winter photos or things that happened in winter time. Doesn't have to be Christmas, can be Christmas, but anything that happened in the winter and wood grain together. Which this would probably be a really cool piece to use, but I don't know if that's actually wood grain or if it's one of those metal panelings. So I have a half a sheet of that left. I'm just gonna get right to it here. Let me do the full sheets first, because that's going to be a little easier. So I have this full sheet of this page called Route, which I really liked this side. The other side's a ledger, super useful for just about anything. So I like that. This one is called Thrill. It's got all the road signs on it, which is a bit on the busy side, but in small doses it would be really cool. And then it's got a collage map on the opposite side, which is really cool also, because you could use just the collage-y pieces. You could use it as a whole, whatever your heart desires. This is the packaging, which has this denim on the back. And I'm not sure what I would use that for. That would take a little bit of thought for me to figure that out. Because it's very symmetrical. You've got, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what I would use that for, but these papers are actually always kind of interesting, because you can cut these out and make a grid pattern. I don't know that I would use these ones, but all of the solid looking sheets, you could totally make a grid pattern out of with your photos, which maybe that's what I'll do. I have no idea. So I have this one, which I think is great because it doesn't have any of the motifs on it. I wasn't a huge fan of the cactus motif, which is here. And I'm not documenting anything bicycling. I don't really mind this so much, but I don't know. It's not really my style. So I would probably use this side. And then I love this piece. I just haven't gotten to it. I think this was the piece that I was going to use for these 2 photos, because there's a lot of red in them. And so I may end up getting to that at some point. The opposite side of this is this denim. And again, I'm not sure what I would use that for. I do like denim paper, but the pattern on this is not really my jam. So again, it would take me a bit of thought to use it. But this like swatch right here, if you cut that out, that would be like a really cool piece instead of using it as a whole sheet. So anyway, this piece was called No Branding Strip. That's what that's called. This one's called Adventure. And I don't know what this one was called, because I took the branding strip off because I was going to use it and then got sidetracked and ran out of time. Okay, so again, I still have a 6x12 of this sheet. I love this side. This side is usable as well, but I love this side. I have a 4x6 of this orange. A little bit of this guy, which is the 3x4 cards or 4x6 cards. I have a tiny bit of this paneling with the garagey scene on the backside, which is actually kind of cool all on its own. I actually like the way that looks. I don't know. A torn piece of leftovers, another torn piece of leftovers. So those, I mean, could go on their own sheet, right? Like so. Look at that. Let's see if we can just put it on a sheet of paper and see what it looks like. We'll put it on this one because this will make it kind of pop. So yeah, you could totally do something like that and then do something in the middle. Or you could do something like this, put your photos down the middle. Anyway, yeah, lots of ideas with leftovers. Leftovers are fun to work with. I've got some branding strips here. This one looks like a crown on it. I don't know. Interesting. A lot of words in this particular collection. It was a bit word heavy. Stars, I think that one's really cool. And then this is a rub-on that I was going to use for that same layout with the car, with my car having to be get new keys made, but it didn't get used yet. So, okay, and then I'm going to tell you right off the bat, the entire sheet of cactus are gone. This is actually a combination of the laser cut elements and the rub-ons. So let's do the laser cut elements first. The laser cut elements came with an entire 6x12 sheet of cacti, and I got rid of that right off the bat at a retreat I was at. I just put it in the give-take pile because they're not my thing. So I didn't use a ton out of here. I used a couple of gears, this compass, and a chain. So did not use a ton out of that. Here is the other one. Obviously, I didn't use hardly anything out of that either. And this was the back of the packaging where you could cut apart everything. And I didn't use anything out of that either, which makes me feel like I didn't use hardly anything out of this kit. But I don't know, somehow I still got 5 layouts done. Okay, we've got rub-ons. So these two are rub-ons. Again, that other windy road piece was a rub-on. That's packaging. So we have this sheet of rub-ons left. So I did use some of the rub-ons. And we have this sheet -1, which I actually really love these rub-ons. So one half of me was like, save those and use them on more layouts because those are awesome. But I did use a couple of them. And then I didn't use any of the words, but I did use wordy bits from the ephemera pack. So I just didn't need this many words, you guys. I'm not sure what just a whole layout of words. Let me put those back together because these need to go back in packaging on their own so they don't dry out. So I'm gonna set those aside. And while I'm here, I'm gonna grab this little guy. That was the other rub-on. So those can go over there. Set this to the side. I have some of the epoxy pieces left. So I did use a few, which usually epoxy is the last thing I do. I don't know why. I always end up having leftover epoxy, but I made it a point to kind of try and get them on a layout. So I did get quite a few of them on there. Not all of them, but quite a few. So I was kind of happy about that. And then this is the die cut elements. I used several of the titles. I used a lot of the frames. So let's see here. So I've got a road. I think this is just an offcut of that one sheet of paper that was in there. Some of these little wood pieces. Words. Pedal to the metal, you're the man. Prince Charming, just one of the guys. Brothers are forever. Charming. Boy Meets World. Some tickets and signage. Barrels. One of these little leather riveted pieces. I did use a couple of those on the layout, which I was shocked because I was like, I don't even know what this is. A tire, another piece of that little leather stuff. Unexplored, unpredictable. Mr. Right. A window frame. That's just the inside of something. These are the insides of the window frames. So I'm not going to count those because I actually did use the frame. Normally I just throw those in the trash, but you could use them. You could definitely use them to make some kind of weird grid type thing. Another barrel. What looks like kind of like a traffic coney type of arrowhead. Arrowy, I don't know. Into the unknown. Some of the about 4x4 frames. I'm going to guess that's a 4x4. Some more of the windows and frames. So I did use quite a few because this came with a lot of frames in it. More words, more leather, more words. Charming, strong, brave, exhilarating, handsome and mischievous. I didn't do any of those kind of layouts. I did more of activity type of layouts, like shooting sports and cars, not like, oh, you're so handsome. But you definitely could use it. That's like that looks like a pop rivet type of, a rivet on your jeans or something. Some a garage wall in 2 different sizes using 2 different tool sets. Some hazardous waste material. Actually, probably if I don't know if I have pictures of when we did a big, huge hazardous waste drop off when we emptied the garage. So maybe I can use that for that if we have photos. I don't know. Maybe I'm too literal. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's me, you guys. So lots of different words. My little man, that'd be cute on one of my little guy's photos. But I wasn't working on any of those photos at the time, so I did not use it. The right stuff. Road closed, rivets. A couple more of these. I'm going to actually just get rid of these because no sense in keeping them if I don't think I'm going to use them. Although I'm sure if I didn't have a lot in my stash, I could probably challenge myself to use them, but at this point I'm not going to worry about it. So that's it. That's what I had left, which seems like a lot, but this kit had so much in it. I don't like the back of the packaging. You can't even tell heads or tails what's in there. There's so much. So I did use the Mr. Fix-It. I used You're the Man, I think. Yeah, I don't know. There's one that says Boys and Their Toys, which I don't even see on here, but I used that. So yeah, I used quite a bit, and I had fun doing it, even though this collection was a little bit more challenging. Not because it's masculine. I think it's because there were so many wordy bits. I don't know if anybody else found it a little bit on the challenging side due to that, but I do like to challenge myself because I think it makes us better scrapbookers when we have tried a lot of different styles and a lot of different things. And I also don't feel like I'm in a rut. So I do like a good challenge. And so this one definitely was a little on the more challenging side than some of the other ones. But I do like the masculine look, and I think that was kind of fun. And I actually even did a girly layout with it. So girly fishing layout. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Come back tomorrow and see the kit share for next week. I'll see you then. Bye.